Come, let us prepare, make some good profits today. Market left us big clues right here. Something that's happening every single day in March. Let's talk about that in today's video. And you see how beautiful orange guiding penny perfect right there, as I talked about in yesterday's video. But something's happening every single day in March. You have to know this. And I talked about it in the Discord server as well. Let's talk about that here. Right at the start of the day, 9:57 right here. Now 9:57 was here just when we started closing the cup. And you see how we closed the cup of that pink, right? Timestamp 9:57 here. See it for yourself. You have to wait for the pink, and once the pink started closing, wait for some liquidity to build, especially with pink building here. This is a form of the algorithm, isn't it? So this was a very beautiful trade if you were waiting for that intraday cup and handle right at the start of the day. So quite straightforward all the way to 5-day moving average. As long as you understood how to be identifying the pink algorithm right there off that 653 yellow, as I talked about as well. Absolutely beautiful trade. Right after I talked about the dangerous orange algorithm, and you have to see this for yourself at 10:57 right here. Now 10:57 will be, now this is 10:57, that will be about here. Now we have already identified the orange algorithm there, and we saw that it's a possible danger right there, isn't it? Right, talked about the middle band of that. So beautiful trade once we had a rejection, and you see how clear it is on the break of that orange algorithm, and you have a second confirmation right there of the break here. Once we lacked the continuation structure, because you notice it stopped selling in the stronger, obviously we want the stronger blue and the teal, then you have to be more patient right there. So absolutely beautiful trade once you're able to identify this 10:57, the orange algorithm at the retest of the 5-day moving average right there. Now you see the exact same orange algorithm giving that beautiful rejection again near to the end of day right there. Now I talked about this here, 10:49, that we've been rejecting the 5-day since a month ago on the way down. So this gives you the context of that 5-day weakness, and all you had to do was to wait for structure. Now does this mean that you start to short at 5-day? Not really, because you may get stop hunted right there. So the beauty of this is that you understand that you have the penny perfect algorithms to guide you. As you see the structure there, you have very tight stops once you see the wedge forming with the orange, and you're able to take this very beautiful trade right there with that orange there. So this is a very important information. We talked about that as well. As you can see, the 5-day has just been rejecting together with the bottom Bollinger that's trending down as well. This is something that's not new. You can watch it in yesterday's video. Link in the description, and as well as the video before that. It's important that you watch the videos consecutively every day so you can chain up my thought process as for you to understand the market context, stitch them up better. So it's important for you to do so. Now, where do we go from here? If you see, we are still selling in that orange, selling continuation structure. So you have to be more mindful of this. If it wants to continue to grind down, then the orange, it certainly can, and it will be a little uncomfortable to trade like today. But even for today, you notice plenty of profits to be found as long as you focus on the charts right there. Even near to end of day, you see my trades right there. Absolutely beautiful, all because there was this beautiful precision algorithm that appeared on the rejection right near to the end of day on the break of that orange. So all you got to do is just to focus on finding profits, and you can see pretty healthy profits just right down that trade there, just final 20 minutes of the day. So there is no worries. You don't have to worry about the big moves all the time, but you have to be very careful if this wants to grind down. There may be some difficulty here. What we want to see, more of the precision starting to show. And so if this can continue heading down like that and grabbing the liquidity before it hits down, there will be very important structure there. So this wedge, you just have to be very careful. Now, I don't want to talk too much about this wedge because I talked about it in yesterday's video. If you want more information, in the links in the description, I will help you understand this a little better. But more importantly, we have closed the cup here. This is still possible to build the handle of that magenta, where the 5-day moving average will be, as well as the 200-day moving average. So you can watch yesterday's video, understand the macro structure slightly a little more. But today you see the pink was building liquidity right here. So there's another liquidity here that you have to pay close attention to, and the market can grab it quite straightforward. By then 5-day will start to trend down. Let's see. Yeah, 5-day will start to trend down. So this is possibly possible. A 5-day would trend down here. So this is beautiful liquidity of that yellow 653. If the market wants to grab it like that, it certainly can. So wait for the market to build more liquidity. Magenta here, magenta here. If this wants to grab, the market is kind. We get a beautiful, strong inverse head and shoulder pattern right there, grabbing this liquidity. So just be more mindful of this at the start, as well as the cup close here, a larger cup that is closed. So they have already started soaking up sellers of that 200-day moving average. And if this wants to break out, you have some clarity on how this can grab the magenta liquidity, and already soaked up sellers right there. So just be a little bit mindful. If this wants to head down right there, plenty of ways to do that. Down the orange, you want to see stronger green if it's going down the orange, isn't it? And if it retests this this yellow 646 with this blue rhythm, you want to see some structure here. See who's guiding the selling. Green will be ideal, but you watch out for the orange support if it breaks below blue. Quite straightforward. Please get ready as we get into midweek. 3 more days to the end of week, so you can stay focused. We got this. And most importantly, please watch yesterday's video. Chain up the thoughts and understand how to be preparing for the week ahead. Thank you very much for watching. See you closer to opening bell.